All right, we are live again. Let's see if I can get it to work this time. All right, so I'm just gonna wait a second, wait for some people to jump on here, and hopefully this works. Okay, let's see. Yes, okay. It says it's adding you. I'll just try to be patient. Still says adding. Let's see. It says I can't. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, just sent an invitation. Hopefully this works. Okay, says adding again. Fun with technology. Oh, connecting. Hey!
It was my fault. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was wondering what was going on. I'm like, I think I'm hitting all the right buttons.
Yeah, and then I saw my settings, of course, on privacy on my phone, so it wasn't allowing me to connect. So can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, and I'm all good, it seems.
Yes,
okay.
To me, I hear you great.
Okay, perfect. So I'm super excited to do this. Stacy and I have known each other for a long time now. She was actually one of my first business coaches, so I've learned a lot from her over the years. And we're going to kind of do this as a trade-off interview because I think we both have some valuable things to share. We're not going to be on here all night, but really excited. So Stacy, I'll just do like a little intro. She lives in San Antonio now, used to own a gym up in Michigan, and she has done so many different things. She's definitely a woman that you want to watch in terms of being crazy entrepreneurial. So with that, I will let you maybe share just a little bit about your background, specifically in the fitness industry.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm really excited to be here. And of course, this is new. I don't do many lives, only when you guys take me. I like being able to take and edit. So anyway, yeah, it's a pleasure being here with Nicole. I'm excited for what she's doing as well. And so anytime I can work with, awesome business owners, I'm all about it. So my business, really entrepreneurship for me started way back in 2000 when I opened my first fitness studio at the age of 23. I had a 6-month-old baby and knew I always wanted to work for myself. So it was kind of just jump all in. And those of you who know me know I'm kind of like that. The busier I am, the better. So juggling a baby and starting a new business, why not? And that was back in the day when like fitness studios were like non-existent, right? You were either a big gym or, a personal trainer, but not studio. So really opening that up and kind of owning that for 10 years while I lived in Michigan. And then selling that, I learned so much in that decade about running a business and coming down here and then being able to coach people like Nicole and some of you watching that were amazing business owners and people to work with. Learned a lot over the years. And so love being in business. Fast forward then in the last year, really jumped into figuring out how else I can help our industry. So fitness has been my life since I'm 19 and really wanted to make it easier for business owners. So from there really began to develop what is it that we need as fitness business owners. And we're constantly trying to, wow clients, right? And build value. So for me, it was really about seeing the need that's hard to juggle when you have so many balls in the air as a business owner. How can you consistently wow your clients and not forget about the ones you have, right? When you're trying to go out and market and bring new ones in, and really set yourself apart. Because I feel like in the age of Groupon and now they're everywhere, how do you really make sure that you have a stellar experience? So looking for that, we really started our fulfillment program. So I know a lot of people think we just make shirts and bags and things, but it's more about wowing your clients. So you guys have all probably gone to the mailbox, right? And there is a cool gift in there and you open it up and it's something unexpected. It's something that puts a smile on your face, because not many people send you gifts in the mail. So we do that for fitness business owners. We take that step and you don't have to do it in-house. So that's kind of our core, product line really. And then looking further, the other things we offer really is a newsletter, but I like to call it more than a newsletter. It's a marketing kit. And actually, I'm really excited because Nicole is helping with that. And she's got some awesome writing that she's been doing for those who are in my marketing kit. So, and then the most exciting thing recently is we've partnered with a company called S3. And it's another area that I really saw as a huge need for fitness business owners. And it's really to have a supplementation product. And I think that is another area where you can wow your clients and have that all encompassed in helping them. So that's kind of the three facets, if that made sense, Nicole.
Yeah, no, that's great. And Stacy's done all kinds of things, even outside of this. I know you did like marketing campaigns for a massage like chain and all kinds of stuff. So she's always been very entrepreneurial, very inspiring to me. And I love what you've created because it's so complementary to what I do in terms of helping people build relationships, which I'll talk about in just a second. So what would you say that you are most passionate about in terms of helping business owners?
I think for me, it's growth, and really with growth within. So what I find so frustrating, even as somebody who goes and purchases things from businesses and stuff, is how once you're a client, once you've been there, there's a lack of communication. There's a lack of taking care of the people who are your clients. So for me, I get really excited to look at a business and go, okay, you already have a great list. How do we build a stronger relationship? How do we solidify and build loyalty within? Because, and like you said, I've gone outside of fitness because I think this is something that every business owner needs. They get this list, and many of you that are business owners may be watching this, you have a list of people and you're ignoring them. You're constantly thinking, I gotta market, I gotta go out and bring new people into the list. But what about the people that are actually, wanting to hear from you? So I know as business owners, we're always kind of looking at, how we're taken care of and what kind of experience that we have. And when we go to a business and we have that kind of wow experience, it makes us want to go back. So everywhere I go, my kids and my family, I drive them crazy because I'm always like, well, if they would have done this, or what about this? It's the little things, right? So I think for me, that brings out the passion of diving into a business and really helping build that relationship with their list and their clients and their future clients.
Yeah, I love that. And I know that you help so many people with that. And I know some of the people that you help, and they're super, super pleased. So if anybody is interested, I'll drop some links into your website in the comments when we're done here. But what is the name of your business?
If you go to fitbizgear.com, that's where you'll find all of the information on the things that we do. So, and we'll drop that in.
Okay, cool. Well, I always love chatting with you. So I'll kind of turn it over to you now.
Yes, ditto. Well, I'm excited because again, I feel like I've watched you grow, up, and your business was doing amazing, and watching you sell that and watching you recreate. It's fun when you first start a business, but watching Nicole dive into other areas of business is fun too. So tell us about your newest adventure, which I know I'm working on the other side with you, but tell everybody a little bit about what you are up to these days.
Yeah, so one of the things I don't claim to be good at a whole lot of things, but one of the things that I've always been good at is relationship building and doing it in a way, yes, face to face, but also doing it in a way with people online. And my business grew from literally like kind of one client the day that I opened to almost 100 in the first year. And we sustained month over month growth. I sold the business about 3 years and a month after I started it. And the month before I sold it was actually the best month we ever had. So it was just kind of constant growth, which is great. That's kind of what you want for a business. And I attribute a lot of that to not only nurturing the people that I already had there and building those relationships and facilitating community, but also to the way that I was able to communicate to people online, whether that was through my blogging or my email list or actually going to networking events, which I'm a huge fan of, and just showing up, speaking to groups and that kind of thing. And so I started thinking to myself, okay, well, how can I help people do those things, right? I can't go to networking events for other business owners, but I can help them build relationships, which is what I'm really passionate about, because I think too many people want to have the, if you build it, they will come kind of philosophy. Like people aren't just going to show up. People aren't just going to trust you. And you really have to put the time into that. So I decided to create Authentic Conversion to essentially, I don't know, I do as much for other people as I physically can. Because when I had my gym, I was always writing a lot, and I was actually just letting other people kind of copy and paste my writing and use it for theirs because I didn't care. And so just because I want to help people, right? So when I decided to look at this as a business, my goal was to simply create done for you content that people can use on their blog, on their social media, and to their email list. And it's all you can repurpose it. You can use it in lots of different places. And I've gotten some really awesome feedback because the concept behind the content that I'm writing is it's relevant to not only fitness, but to kind of life coaching as well, and helping people connect with the things that hold them back and get motivation and get inspiration and things like that. So it's kind of that whole combination of the things that we would want to coach in fitness in terms of mindset, goal setting, accountability, nutrition, fitness, all that stuff. So I'm just writing content about those things in a way that is really emotionally connected with people, and that drives them to take action. I've gotten some great feedback. This is a long game strategy, this type of just relationship building content. But people are already adding clients to their business because people are so moved and excited by the emails that they've been receiving or the posts they've been seeing, and that kind of thing. So that just makes me really happy. So my business is Authentic Conversion, and that's essentially the concept. It's just done for you tools, not even tools, just content, copy, paste, few edits, put your business name in, and deploy. So that's what it is.
Yeah. We run out of time in the day when we're juggling all that, right? So having you, and I think especially surrounding ourselves with people who have owned fitness businesses, you can speak to the heart, you know what it's like. So I think that's so awesome, and I think it's great to see fitness business owners just pushing out more content. And I think the more people rely on people like yourself to do that, because you don't have enough hours in the day, but you have to be doing it. Every time I reach out to my list and I connect with it, good things happen. So, I encourage, people to, hire you and learn how to do that, and really speak to their list more often. So what do you find the number one thing that people do struggle with when you start talking to somebody, when they're asking questions about your business or how you write? What is it that they really struggle with the most, do you find?
I would say a couple of different things. Number one, like you said, just finding the time to sit down and do it. Number two, not really knowing what to write, or not thinking that they're good at that or something like that. I would say those are the top two, and they both kind of go hand in hand, I think, because if you don't have enough time, even if you are good at it, it's hard to find that creative energy and space when you've just put 10 or 12 or 14 hours into other things and taking care of other things in the business. and then, you know, if you're not good at it, you're going to shy away from it, right? You're not going to do it. And so it's really for what I would consider to be a super affordable price, just helping people buy back hours of time and fill what I see as a really huge gap. And one of the things that is more important, and this is directly related to your business now too, is that we have to do things differently, right? So if we want to grow our businesses, and this isn't even just specifically for fitness businesses, it's about connection. It's about building relationships. People want relationships with people, not with products and services and brands, right? And so to stand out in a market that I believe is extremely loud, there's fitness stuff everywhere. It's really going to come down to building those relationships, particularly in local communities where now everyone, I mean, there's way more competition than when you and I had our gyms. Everyone's using Facebook ads, everyone's savvier. So it's like, who can build the best relationship with their current clients and with their audience?
Definitely. And you look at all the things you need to do as a business owner, right? You need to be networking, and you need to be writing and pushing out content. You need to be, you know, developing those relationships. So I think the smartest thing a business owner can do is go, okay, where can I get help? And what are the things that I can get help from people that I know, you know, and trust? And, you know, even improving on it, you know, so the more somebody starts with you and they get articles written and they, you know, start to get that creativity, they'll become more confident in it, right? Because they're putting their twist on it, and they're learning from you. So I think it's a learning tool, you know, as well for people, is being consistent, and they know if you're producing and you're giving them, and they have guidelines. But I know I see people all over the board, and I think that's a huge thing when, you know, people ask for help, that they'll be able to actually start doing things consistently. So how about, speaking of passion, and I can hear it in your voice when you do it, which is so much fun, and that's why I love working with you. But tell me a little bit about what you're most passionate about, you know, working with clients, and what you kind of maybe have coming up, you know, to help clients this year.
Yeah, I mean, my plan is just to kind of keep cranking out this content for people to swipe and to cut and paste. And I always try to over deliver. So I give people more than they're paying for every month. That's really important to me. But what I would say I'm most excited about is helping people reconnect with people, because we've gotten into such a, you know, such a digital age. And I'm obviously a huge fan of social media and things like that to grow your business, but bringing out people's authenticity, bringing out their vulnerability builds those really strong relationships. And I try to communicate that in the writing and things like that I put out, but I also try to model that myself, which was a little nerve-wracking at first, but I actually enjoy doing it now. So I'm just excited to help people. That's, you know, that's why I got into fitness, and that's why I'm, you know, writing away.
It's so similar, right? Everything we've done for our fitness clients over the years, then you turn around and it's really the health of a business, right? And that's where so many of the people we know are struggling, when you're trying to juggle too much, and not being able to really get the plan down to the things you should be doing, and accepting help. So it's exciting to see so many people that I've had the chance to work with really come up with, what is it that a fitness business, or any business really, because so much of this relates just outside of it, what do they need, and how do I lean on people to get help? So I'm excited for what you're doing. And if you guys haven't had the chance and the pleasure of working with Nicole, she's awesome. And if you're a member of my Fitness Fix monthly marketing kit, you'll start to see lots of her writing coming through that, which is really cool. And I'm happy to have you on board with that. So thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And I totally agree. Anything that can save time, you know, Stacy's newsletter, her kind of just being able to reach out to her about stuff you can give to your clients. I mean, just having that kind of one-stop shop is so awesome. And yeah, saving yourself hours of time writing blog posts every month is also a good thing. So, and you mentioned S3, which we're all kind of partnered together. They have such an awesome program, again, a time saver. So awesome stuff going on. And I appreciate you jumping on tonight. I know it's late.
It is way past my bedtime, and I'm usually in bed. She was teasing me. I'm like, that's what happens when you get
No, right? I'm actually kind of ready for bed myself. It's been a long day. So we'll jump off here, but I really appreciate you jumping on. We'll drop some links in the comments, and maybe we'll do it again soon.
Sounds good.
All
Thanks,
right.
Nicole. Thanks, everyone.
Good night. Bye.
Good night.